Hello and welcome to this week's podcast. This week we really want to give you a flavour of what's been going on around the campus. We've got these exceptionally high standards that we have as a school, and we're really focusing on what can we do, a real can-do attitude. What can we do to make the most of this? How can we make this a great learning experience for our students that are on campus with us, but also for our students that are still virtual as well? Come with me and we're going to have a look at what's going on. So in addition to the fabulous learning that we're seeing, and yes, it looks a little bit different at times because as I say, we're focused on what can we do in our school, how can we make it a great learning experience for everybody, but we're also thinking about student progress, right? Learner progress. So students have been baseline assessments have been happening. We've been doing CAT tests, MAP tests, there've been the mid-course assessments last week. There've been teacher assessments that students are doing with students younger, students lower down the school. Again, all of us focused on making sure that we can measure the progress of our students throughout their year. And it may look a bit different, but we're still doing all the things that you'd want a school to be doing to ensuring that we can track our students to fantastic educational outcomes. So as we're all making the most of it and getting used to our new normal situation, I just want a couple of little things to remind us of. Of course, we're still very much dealing with COVID-19. It's still very much there present in our community and our wider community and in the country and across the world. So please make sure that we're all still using our masks, we're 6 foot distancing, we're washing our hands. We're still very much focused on that in school and making sure that students do that. It becomes harder over time, so we need to keep reminding people of those things. So please support us with that by talking to your children as well about it at home. Thank you for your support also with the pick-up and drop-off processes. Remember, we moved to an 8 a.m. drop-off time. You will not be allowed to drop your children off before 8 a.m. There'll be no staff on duty. We are moving back into a routine where we are doing staff meetings and briefings and things that are going on before the 8 a.m. drop-off time. So 8 a.m. now is the new drop-off time. Pickup, I have to be honest with you, we're delighted with pickup. We're managing to get the entire car park is clear within sort of 25 minutes, half an hour at the absolute most. But actually for most people, it's 15 minutes from when the children have been released to when people are out of the car park, which is absolutely phenomenal when you think about the size of the campus and the number of students that we have. We know from talking to other schools locally that they're very jealous at the fact we can do it so quickly. We're talking to schools that are looking at 45 minutes to an hour before they're getting their campuses clear. So we are delighted with that. We continue to look at ways of making it work. Thank you for everything you're doing. Please continue to show some good etiquette in the car park. Look out for each other as a community. You know, I know everyone's busy and everyone wants to get in and out as quickly as they possibly can, but let's do it safely and work together. We appreciate all of that from you as well. We've had another great week for thinking about the other parts of our school. So our virtual athletics meetings have been taking place this week, and it's been brilliant to have people involved in them, and there's still some more of them coming up as well. Again, we're looking at how do we get the other aspects of our school up and running safely. It's very much on our minds. Just bear with us. We're doing it all as the best that we can, as quickly as we can, as safely as we can. But we're excited that we can start talking about athletic seasons and what can happen with that. And even if we can't have an athletic season in competition with other schools, perhaps in these early seasons we're looking at other ways we can compete. One of them, of course, is via our global campus. And if you haven't looked at a global campus, please go on and do that. There's some amazing stuff on the global campus. If you want things to do for your children to get involved in, there's all kinds of different activities they can be doing. Now, some of it takes place in school, but there's loads of activities for students and parents to be doing outside of school as well. So do click on the links and look at the global campus. It's absolutely brilliant what our students can do as being part of a Nord Anglia education family. And talking of things that are taking place online and virtually, of course, the one thing we are competing in at the moment is our esports team. Our esports team did really well. They got into the playoffs this week in their first kind of like warm-up competition, and they've got the rest of their season is going to kick off in the next couple of weeks. So good luck to everyone that's involved in anything to do with representing our school. Be proud. Go Bulldogs.